So for example 2, below is data collected that compares the average temperature of a city and the average number of rainy days. Okay, so here you can see on the x-axis we have average temperature, and then here on the y-axis we have the number of rainy days. We want to predict the number of rainy days for a city whose average temperature is 45 degrees. So that keyword there is predict. In order to predict, we need to find a line that best fits this information. So that means we're going to have to use Desmos to figure out what that line is going to look like. So the first thing we want to do is transfer this data into a table. So let's see, 30 to 40, 32, 34, 36, 38. So it looks like each line is 2. So it looks like 32 degrees would result in 11, 12, 13. So this is counting by ones. So at 32 degrees, a particular city had 11, 12, 12 rainy days per year. Our next data point is at 34 degrees, and it looks like they had 11. Our next data point is at 52, 54, 56, and it looks like it had 6 rainy days. Then we have one at 68 degrees, and that is at 6, 7, 8. And finally, we have 72, 74 degrees, had 3 rainy days. Wow. All right, now that I have my data, I can create a table in Desmos. So I'm going to make a new table, and I'm going to enter this data in. I'm going to click that magnifying glass to see what it looks like. There's our data. We want a line to match this data as best as possible. So I type in y1 tilde mx1 plus b. There's the line. So our first question asked us to predict the number of rainy days for a temperature of 45 degrees. So 45 degrees is the x. Okay, so 45 degrees. So here's 40, here's 60, so 45 is probably somewhere right here. Oh, I was so close. 45 degrees would expect 9.33 rainy days on average. Or 9 days if you want to round it to a whole number. Next, predict the number of rainy days for a city whose average temperature is 82 degrees. Oh boy, so we're going to have to go over to 82. So there's 80, so 82 is probably pretty close. There's 81. Oh, 82. All right, so 82 is 3.017. So if I round that, it would be 3.02. About 3 days. And finally, a city has 6.3 rainy days per year. What would you expect the average temperature to be? Oh, we got to be careful on this one. It switched around. 6.3 rainy days. That's over here on the y-axis. So I'm going to have to find 6.3 on the y-axis. Oh, I went too far. All right, the closest I can get is right here. So you can see that at 6.3 rainy days, the temperature would be about 62.8 degrees. We could write 63 degrees.